This is week number 2, day 3. It's Wednesday. Monday was Martin Luther King Day, so we only have class once this week. Database and SQL. We make sure we can access servers. We reviewed the outline work. We did a practice SQL. And we talked a little bit about change. And we can talk a little more about that on Monday. First thing, you have to be able to access the servers. I talked about we cannot access this publicly. I need to check into the issue, but what you can do is you can go to there and then SSH your username into 84. So go to this one first and then access work server 1. Go through work server 2. Students were to resubmit today after they made some corrections. There's information you need involved. It's in the syllabus. You need to review my comments and reflection on your learning. I can't overemphasize how important this is. To look through when an instructor makes comments on your work, that you reflect on your learning. I talked a little bit about screen captures. In some cases that works out good. You can do part of the screen, or you can capture just the current window. You can crop the work. If possible, most of the time a text capture is better, so you have the actual text in your document. The outline has a number of terms in it, and that needs to be completed this week, so that we can talk a little bit about those on Monday and then move into the next unit. One of the things they talk about are bits. One of the outline terms. So we have bits. Let's see if I can clarify this a little better here. So these bits here represent a capital A. If you convert it to base 10, that'd be a 65. This is a B here. Assuming we're talking about text using the ASCII code. We got 256 combinations to represent letters and symbols and so forth. You can take a bunch of bits, put them together, and represent, use a different color here, represent a name, like Mike. Dirksen for the last name, maybe a social security number, and faculty ID maybe. These are all fields. This is a data item, name of the field. And these fields, or a lot of times called attributes, can be used in a table. For example, we have the faculty table. And the faculty table can include records. So this would be a record about Mike Dirksen. And then we could have other records. So if you think about that a little bit, we go from bits to represent something, which then categorized as a field or an attribute inside a table. So down here we could have a student table, courses table. We could have a table representing which classes a particular student's in, and we build between these some type of relationship. That's where we get a relational database management system. And this is primarily what we're going to be learning about, the design and the practical use of those. On this slide, we talk about you have a web server sitting here, and we have a firewall divided up, and we have a DMZ, a place where outside traffic can come in here. Now, in our case, we actually have the database right on this system, but your database could be over here, and then this system would just request access into the database, bring the information back, and then the information could be sent back to the user somewhere in a cloud connected to the internet. We have a couple databases that we use. One of them is here. This is the internal address, and this is the public outside address. And then we have these connections here. We have main campus, the academic IT area, inside, outside, and DMZ. On work server 1, we're using this generic login. You'll be getting your own logins here soon with this password, and we were able to do that practice. Practice SQL.